Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Motown's Wrestling Review. I am the host, the president of Motown's Wrestling Group on Facebook. I am Tony Motown Allen, and we are here doing a review of Raw. I'm sporting the Indianapolis Colts shirt right now. I know a lot of you I thought you was a Bears fan, which my favorite team are the Bears. My second favorite team retired a few years back, and that was Tom Brady. Wherever Tom Brady went, that was my second favorite team. But I live in Indianapolis. I don't hate the Colts. Me in Indianapolis is a lot different than what it was with the St. Louis Rams and everything. I went to a few games last year. Me and my buddy, we went to the preseason game when the Bears played here a couple years ago. I'm going to like 3 games this year. Yeah, a lot more affordable to go to than the Chicago Bears. Cannot wait for my Bears to come back to town. But the other reason I'm sporting this shirt is my work family. And honestly, guys, if you work a full-time job, you probably spend more time with your coworkers than you do on damn family. So my work family, for my birthday, about a week or so ago, got me the shirt for my birthday and everything, among a couple of things though. So I think I rocked the birthday shirt today. But right now, we're here talking about Raw. I ain't been here in a little bit and everything. I didn't review last week's Raw or SmackDown, but I'm back and ready to do this. So the show kicks off with Seth freaking Rollins and the Dangerous Alliance. I mean, Paul Heyman in the Vision. I think the Dangerous Alliance sound a hell of a lot better than the Vision, but that's just me. That's just me. What do I know? Seth freaking Rollins cutting a promo and then out there with Paul Heyman and Seth freaking Rollins. Everybody know that like he's married to the man, Becky Lynch. No, her and her hot husband, as she kept saying all the time. But why is Seth? I mean, Becky Lynch calling herself the man, and Seth Rollins dressed like a fucking woman more and more. I mean, I'm a fan of Seth Rollins. No, I do like him, but Jesus Christ, dude, looking a little feminine out there. I'm just saying. But it was kind of nice because they're in Philadelphia, the home of ECW. And they love Paul Heyman there, but they were chanting OTC, OTC. But Heyman's like, no. They're not saying OTC. They're saying Paul E, Paul E, Paul E. And it was funny because everybody jumped in and started with the Paul E chants and everything. It was pretty cool. But Paul E went through, introduced everybody. You know, he's Paul Heyman, introduced Bronson Reed, as only Paul Heyman can. Big Braun Breaker, Seth freaking Rollins. And then out comes Jey Uso. It's just me, Uso. Day one-ish. So Jay came out yeeting and everything, but Paul Heyman continued to cut a promo on how Jey Uso doesn't respect Braun Breaker, doesn't respect his family, think that his father is a slob or whatever he called him, talked about his uncle, like he kind of did all this stuff hyping up Braun Breaker because them two are fighting later on in a one-on-one match. And it was funny because during the promo, and they're in Philadelphia and everything, because he mentioned the late great Sabu, and then he mentioned the late Tommy Dreamer. Oh, I know he's not dead, but he should be. When Braun Breaker, like, he's still alive? That shit cracked me the hell up. And only the old school, like, ECW fans would honestly get that one. That was a great joke and everything, you know, but I know if you didn't really follow ECW back in the day, it's right over your head, but that's all right because us ECW fans got it. So then Jey Uso end up interrupting the Wise Man and everything. They're in Philadelphia, so he decided to make his one-on-one match with Big Braun Breaker Extreme. So we got Extreme Rules later on this evening in the main event of Monday Night Raw. And our first match of the night is Io Sky taking on Tiny Tits herself, Raquel Rodriguez, who had Roxanne Perez in her corner. Io Sky's out there alone. No, there was something going on with Io Sky and Asuka, but Asuka didn't apologize. They offered to come out there, but Io said she wanted to do this on her own. So basically, Io's taking on Raquel Rodriguez with Roxanne Perez at ringside. And it's a great back and forth, really good match. Io Sky is one of the best women wrestlers in the WWE right now, which means she's better than all of them in AEW, to be perfectly honest with you. But this was a really, really good match, good back and forth between the two. But the only thing I can't get over is you got Io Sky taking on Raquel Rodriguez or Roxanne Perez out there. So of the three women, why is the biggest woman out there the one with the smallest tits? Like, really? Really? I mean, Bobby always talk about how like Roxanne Perez looked like a 12-year-old. Shit, Raquel Rodriguez got the boobs of a 12-year-old. But the match itself was pretty good. You had a lot of outside interference from Roxanne Perez, though. But at the end, Io Sky did get the win. She did the moonsault for the win. Very, very good match. I enjoyed it a lot. Them two attacked Io Sky at the end after the match was over. And then out comes Mommy. Looking phenomenal. Oh my God, that red top on Mommy just, it did it for me. I would put it on Mommy like does. So she saved the day for her. The match itself, I gave a B plus. I really did enjoy this match a lot. I thought it was a good opening match. They went to commercial, came back, and then honestly, I'm not even gonna go into details of the backstage segment with like all the women between like Io Sky, Mommy herself, Asuka, and Kairi Sane was just, they were just arguing back and forth. I mean, Jesus Christ, I felt like I was married again. This shit just annoyed the fuck out of me. Like, Jesus. We did not need that at all. I mean, and now it did remind me, I mean, it was really like my first match. I just felt like it was my wife and the girls just battling and everything and just got under my skin and everything. Completely hated that segment, but the match itself, though, was really, really good. Next up, we have Xavier Woods taking on Penta. Penta coming out with his little walk and everything. Xavier Woods won his money for the hat that Penta like messed up last week. It's like $18,000 hat for when he was mourning and everything. Match was really good though. I think a lot of people sleep on Xavier Woods' in-ring ability and everything. Xavier Woods every bit hung with Penta, but Penta was definitely the alpha in this match. Hit a beautiful Mexican Destroyer on Woods to get the win. 1, 2, 3. The New Day gets in there. Penta kind of he gets out of there and kind of like start doing his little Penta walk backwards and everything. I really like this match a lot as well. I gave it a B minus, and I was happy to see Penta get a big win and everything. I mean, the New Day is in mourning right now, the tag team titles. I feel bad for you guys, and they took another L. So good job for Penta. Okay, now I'm not saying this with any disrespect though at all, because I mean everybody knows I hate that little racist bastard Hulk Hogan. Always have, always will. The fact that he had a heart attack and died doesn't change my feelings towards that racist prick. But isn't it kind of weird that it's still showing his commercials? Like, isn't it that a little too soon? And I'm not saying it because I don't want to see him. I mean, because I really don't like his commercials at all. I mean, it just kind of reminds me of his Trump thing. But I'm speaking as far as like Hogan, and not necessarily for Hogan fans. I'm really speaking towards like Hogan's real life family and friends. Like the man just died like about 3 weeks ago, and it's a little soon for them to be seeing him on TV. Or was it just me? Like I'm not saying to like never play it again though, but it hasn't even been a month. I don't know. Like if it was a close relative of mine and everything, I'm not really sure if I want like if I'm ready to see my loved one still, popping up on TV. So I don't know if that was really appropriate. Honestly, like for real. Like what you guys thoughts on that? Leave it in the comments and everything. Do you think it was okay? It was fine. It's not too soon. Do you think that it was too soon? Let me know what you think. One thing I haven't touched on though, since kind of missed all last week and everything. Speaking of Hulk Hogan, was the fact that like I heard like everybody is like acting like Hulk Hogan is a saint and everything, which he's not. They act like just because he died, like he should be forgiven for every single thing that he did. That ain't how life is. It wasn't like that when other people died. Why is it like that for Hogan? But I did hear that like several wrestlers, like the New Day, like Rhea Ripley, and honestly, the man herself, that bitch Becky Lynch, refused to go out there for the celebration and everything for Hulk Hogan. And hats off to you guys, because I really feel like, because there's a lot of wrestlers that's like, jumping on like the Hogan bandwagon right now that wasn't on the bandwagon when he was alive. And I just kind of feel like they're trying to like get some spotlight and trying to get some good media off of Hogan's death when they really wasn't feeling the guy when he was alive. I don't think that's right either. Like, be true to yourself. And these people like Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, The New Day, they are being true to themselves because they're not pretending that like, oh, look, I just miss Hulk. They're not doing that shit. I'm not saying that like, hey, you need to go out and diss the guy though. But if you didn't like the motherfucker when he was alive, don't pretend to like him now that he's dead. That's all I'm saying. Special shout out to Becky Lynch though. Can't stand that bitch. But over the last like 3 weeks, no, 2 weeks, over the last 2 weeks, you've been earning points with me, Becky Lynch. You can't see him anymore. That promo that she cut was phenomenal. And they're hearing about that too. She's no longer fourth in my list of the 4 horsewomen. She's no longer dead last in that. Becky Lynch has leapfrog past Mercedes Moné. And I'll be honest with you, she's creeping ahead of Bayley as well, too. Becky Lynch. I mean, it's a big distance between you and Charlotte now. It's Charlotte, it's the rest of you bitches. But, Becky, you alright. You gotta be alright. Fucking bitch. And our next matchup was a Judgment Day. Finn Balor and JD McDonough with Dirty Dom at ringside, them sporting all the gold, taking on Mr. Iguana, making his Raw debut, and Dragon Lee. And they showed the Philadelphia Eagles player out there with the Lombardi trophy. Like, I get like you like to show off the trophy and the fact that, but is it really wise to show up at a wrestling event holding that trophy? Not to mention the fact that motherfucker, I'm sure, is not light. Like, by FTW belt. When we went to both AEW events, I was rocking this motherfucker twice for AEW. And I'll be honest with you, when you got wrestling for like 2-3 hours, motherfuckers get to be a pain in the butt. Kind of keep them on you and everything. And this motherfucker had to keep up with a fucking trophy. But anyway, but they are at Philadelphia, so I might as well finish the show off with my Fuck the World title. One of my favorite championships belts ever. But the tag team match itself was really good. I do kind of like the fact that they got Mr. Iguana on TV. I mean, he's a different breed. He takes some getting used to and everything, though. But I really did like him out there. Dragon Lee, he was doing his thing. But JD and Finn, I love them as a tag team and everything. I like to see Finn get a singles push, though. But I don't want them to separate him from JD. But match itself was really good. Finn Balor hit the coup de grace on Dragon Lee, if I remember correctly, and everything to get the win. And then Dirty Dom and Finn started beating up the Iguana guy. They cleared off the table. And then out comes the AAA champion. I don't know his name. I'm not even gonna butcher it. But y'all know who he is. Really, really good wrestler. Got a cheap win over the weekend over Dirty Dom. They said that stalker AJ Styles. That's the only reason why you still the AAA champion. But they're taking each other on in a few weeks at Worlds Collide. But it was really cool, though, because Dirty Dom showed that he is the better one. Dirty Dom, all on his own, took out the AAA champion, hit him with the frog splash, no help from anybody from the Judgment Day. Dirty Dom is the future GOAT. And the best Mysterio and Guerrero in professional wrestling. He's the greatest Mysterio. He's the greatest Guerrero, and he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all times. Dirty Dom, and he's the greatest lover. I mean, look at this. Look at his roster in his short career. Mommy herself, Rhea Ripley, then Liv Morgan, and we already know he's putting on Roxanne Perez like that. Dirty Dom, keep doing your thing. Respect, dude. Respect. Then we got Becky Lynch, that bitch Becky, taking on Natalya. And they cut an interview in the back and everything, and they were asking Becky Lynch about her attack on Natalya, and she had to correct them. Like, she's not the one who attacked Natalya. Natalya is the one that, like, attacked her, came at her hard and everything. She's the one that, like, got physical first. Natty's the one that started that shit. Really good promo by the man, Becky Lynch. I mean, that bitch Becky, I'm surprised that I was actually like okay with her promos and everything though. So, and then before we get to the match, speaking of promos, this might have been the moment that Becky Lynch moved to number 2 and passed Bailey because very quick fit promo about Bailey. Looked like she's about to go a little psycho. She's the one hearing voices in her head or whatever. We'll see how this goes, but Becky Lynch is now ahead of you. She's number 2 now. My favorite horsewomen. Number 1, 1A, B, C, D, E, up, all the way down to Z. Charlotte Flair is miles ahead of all you bitches. But number 2 is Becky, that bitch Becky. Number 3 is that bitch Bailey. And number 4 is Sasha Banks. Mercedes Moné. I'm sad to say though, but I can really do without 3 of them, to be honest with you. I mean, it's Charlotte Flair and it's the rest of them bitches as far as I'm concerned. But this match was really good, and I kind of like that they had this match and everything. Only thing I really didn't like about the match was the fact that we knew that Natalya was going to do the job again. But Natalia's so phenomenal in the ring and everything. The match was really, really good, though. And it's a shame that, I mean, they had some good counters. Like, there was a couple times you thought Natalya was going to win, but then common sense kicked back in. Like, there's no way Natalya's going to beat Becky Lynch. I mean, we all knew that. Becky Lynch caught her into the disarmer. And that bitch Becky made Natalya tap out. And then after the match, she attacked Maxine Dupree. Out comes Nikki Bella and a Philadelphia Eagles shirt that those tits look so good in. Nikki Bella looking like the hoe that she is. Those leather hoe pants, those come fuck me pants, where you just bend that bitch over and zip from the back. And we know Vinnie Mac probably did that as well. Daddy himself, John Laurinaitis, might have tapped that ass too. Especially in them fuck me. Anyway, but Nikki hit her with the Rack Attack 2.0 and everything. Got kind of disposed her, setting up their match that's going to be coming up and everything, though. So, I mean, Nikki Bella as a talent sucks about as much as she sucks, if you know what I mean. But I ain't gonna lie, that bitch was looking good in them fuck me jeans, fuck me leather pants. Okay, next we have Rusev and Sheamus in the back with another back segment again. Them will get into it again. Anna Pierce booked a match with them again, talking about this is the last time them two trying to fight. He booked another match. They're gonna fight for the final time at Clash in Paris. Then after he get rid of him, he's like, I need a drink. Shit, motherfucker. I had to sit through Rusev and Sheamus for like the 10,000th time. We all need a fucking drink, dude. Next, with all the rumors going around, we have the announcement finally from Naomi. Naomi came out, and I ain't gonna lie, Naomi's looking fucking good. Good. Marcus, I know that's your boo, but goddamn, she was looking good. I'm not sure if it's because of her announcement that got her glowing a little bit more, but she was looking good. And that ass, oh my god. They had a top 4 list. The top 4 asses in wrestling right now. Number 4 was Stephanie McCure, and oh my god, I love seeing yeah. Acceptable at number 4. Very acceptable. Number 3 was Naomi? How in the fuck was Naomi 3rd? And she must have took that shit personal, because when she came out there, that ass was looking fucking phenomenal. But I don't understand how Naomi was 3rd. I don't understand how she was ranked lower than like fucking Bianca Belair. Not taking anything away from Bianca's doink, but Naomi should have been ranked higher. That's the number 1 ass in professional wrestling. That's not even my boo, but that's the number 1 ass in wrestling. But anyway, back to the announcement though. They played the clip from when she was on Stephanie McMahon's podcast, and Jimmy Uso announced that they are pregnant, and when she was like, no, I'm pregnant. I'm the one with the baby. But Jimmy looked excited. Honestly, I'm pretty happy for them and everything. The promo, trying to be heel while being a baby face. Like, everybody loves her, but she's trying to bring it, be a heel, but she's smiling, and she's doing too much though. So hopefully when she comes back, she'll pick a side, heel or face. Real talk though, A lot of people I know feel like this is just bad timing at her age and getting this push. But in all honesty, at her age, she's 37, going to be 38 years old in November. That baby clock was the sands in that hourglass was winding down to the last few grains of salt. And for as long as like she's been talking about wanting to have a baby, and I mean this go back years, where she talking about she don't want to wait too long to have a baby and everything. For all we know, they've been trying. They might have been trying for the last couple of years to haven't be able to do it till now and everything. Babies are a blessing. I mean, these things are nice. Championship runs are good, but babies are blessings though. So it sucks, and it does suck the timing though, because she is in the middle of a great push and everything. Don't get me wrong though, but babies are blessings and everything though. So no, that's more important than that fucking title and that fucking run. But she said that she's leaving the title right now. All them heifers in the back and thank Big Jim and and they have 9 months and some change, and she's coming back for her shit though. I like when she said that though, because it kind of gave me hope that once she had this baby, she is gonna be right back, and hopefully she's still in the picture. I think she should still be in the title picture. Hopefully she still get a push when she get back. Hopefully they don't punish her for getting pregnant right now. But congratulations though. Very happy for her. That baby's way more important than any title. Trust and believe. That's a blessing that she's gonna have for the rest of her life. This shit is phenomenal. Happy she's getting her run. One of the few wrestlers. I mean, she had her custom caution belt right now. Back in the day when she was the women's champion, she had a glow title and everything too, though. So as much as we like kind of talk about like how they doing Naomi though, she's one of the few women's wrestlers that had two different custom world titles. So hats off to her, and very very happy for them. Congratulations, Naomi. Congratulations, Big Jim. Gonna suck not seeing her on TV anymore for a while, thanks to you, Big Jim. But congratulations. Next, we have Jay Uso. It's just me, Uso. We got Jay Uso coming out rocking the New Jack gear in Philly, which I thought was pretty cool. Taking on Braun Breaker in the main event in an Extreme Rules match. You had all the members of the Dangerous Alliance out there. I'm sorry, Division, and it's Extreme Rules, so and it's WWE. So of course it's typical WWE. A lot of interference. Everybody getting involved. Out comes fucking LA Knight. Out comes CM Punk, because we already got Bronson Reed. You already got Braun Breaker. You already got Seth Rollins. There's a lot of stuff going on in this shit and everything. But the match itself was okay. It was nice to see our tribal chief return. Thanks to our tribal chief, Jay Uso gets the win. But one problem, and I didn't get touched on this last week because I didn't do the show last week. The Fatal 4-Way. To me, the Fatal 4-Way, and no disrespect to Jay Uso though, but it should have been Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and LA Knight. Or replace LA Knight with Jay Uso if you have to. But how is Roman Reigns not in that Fatal 4-Way? Instead, we're going to get Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed while these guys wrestle for the title. I mean, to me, Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed, if you're going to have Roman Reigns on TV, that's a Raw match. That's not a PLE match. Not yet. Not yet at all. So, not really happy with how they booking it. I get Roman Reigns is the man. There's levels to this, and he's on a whole different level than everybody else, though. But I'm not sure if the way you're booking him is going to keep him on that level. Time will tell. Time will definitely tell, but I don't know. Match of the night was Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez. My tap out of the night was the argument with Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Asuka. But my moment of the night, acknowledge me.